Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Absolutely Not podcast. I am so excited. In studio today, I have the one, the only, the incredible Briley King. Yeah. Okay, let's just get into it. You need no introduction.
No introduction.
Honey, how did we meet? We met on the interwebs because we have all, you're another Southern ball buster.
You know it.
We met on the interwebs, and then you came to some of my shows, and then I just started stalking you online, and then we became quick besties.
Yep,
sorority sisters, blood sisters. Y'all, please welcome to the podcast, Briley King. Briley, how are you, love?
Honey, been better.
Been better. Know. And why have we been better?
So I got into a little... Got the spins last night.
Because we were double dipping, or
we were double dipping. We were doing the white wine. We were doing the Cabernet. At one point, somebody not hand me some mushrooms? At one point,
you did get mushrooms as a gift. I don't think you took them because you offered me the mushrooms, and I said, "Hey, I have a photo shoot early tomorrow." I'm going to say no, but I will say, can I tell you that Cabernet that we drank was very thick.
It was.
It was almost like a thick, like a
chocolate.
It was a chocolatey, heavy Cabernet, and I had one glass, and I said, "This is too thick."
It came back out.
It did. It came back out.
I've
had horrific diarrhea all morning. Yeah, it's not been great.
You got to drink. You got to do your armra.
I got to do my armra colostrum. We love that armra.
You got to get that colostrum in you.
I'm going to try not to imitate you and talk with a very thick Southern accent, but for some reason, when I get around you, it's just comfortable.
No, I know. You know? When I went to your show in Nashville, I was cracking the fuck up because you were getting that country accent going, and I'm like, Heather's been hanging out with me too long.
I really am a chameleon. I'm the kind of person, if I'm like, if I go to India, I'm going to start doing the accent. They're going to be like, this is not appropriate. And I'm like, I just want to be one with the people.
One of the first people that Marcus introduced me to was Eric Clapton, and I was drunk as pissed by the end of the night, and he's like, "Are you Irish?" And I was like, I am just a fucking redneck, and I'm trying to do your accent.
Yeah, you're like, I've had 65 mushrooms and some thick chocolatey Cabernet, and I'm done well.
Right, I've been pouring Prosecco for 7 hours.
Let's talk about where you came from, your beginnings, all of it. You're just you self-proclaimed white trash a little bit.
Yeah, glam trash.
Glam trash, which I love. I've always said my sense of style is old Hollywood glam with a splash of trash.
Yeah.
From North Carolina.
North Carolina.
What part of North Carolina are you from?
Specifically Kinston, North Carolina, NBA capital of the world.
Really?
Really.
NBA. National Basketball Association.
Yeah,
that's what it stands for?
I think so.
Okay, great.
I do believe that we were given that title. I don't know that we still have it, but I'm holding on to it.
Is it like the HQ is there? Because that seems like a very odd place. Why is it the capital?
Just a lot of athletes. Jerry Stackhouse, Reggie
it.
Bullock, a lot of good professional basketball
talent comes out of. What did you say? Kensington.
Kinston. And then there's it is.
Wow.
Hell yeah. And then you got my shit ass.
There you go.
Yeah. So,
okay. And so you are, for people who don't know or follow you on the TikToks and the Instagrams, one, you're a fashionista, okay?
Two, I'm a gold digger.
Two, you're a gold digger.
Yep.
And why are people calling you a gold digger, Briley?
I think it's just because I'm pretty.
I think it's because you're pretty too.
But Heather, let's be honest.
Let's be honest.
What did they want Marcus King to do? Marry an ugly bitch?
Can I be honest with you? That's what I say about, what did they expect Jeff Daniels to do?
Right.
Marry an uggo? No.
Jesus Christ. But Jeff's probably a gold digger.
Oh, they say that all the time. And little did that, my whole new special is called Breadwinner, but people don't realize, like, Jeff has floated this ship for so fucking long.
Right.
I finally make $10 more than him, and I'm like, let me rub it in your face. Breadwinner.
I know. I love it.
But okay, so Brian, let's talk about this though. Okay, for those who don't know, your husband is Marcus King, an incredible musician. Marcus has a voice of an angel, but you too also have a voice of an angel.
I reckon.
And you said that you get trolled online about people calling you a gold digger, but I told you, who gives a fuck?
I know.
It's
not
easier
me
said
anymore.
than done. I know, easier said than done.
I love it now.
But why do you people are just saying this because you're beautiful and you're married to a musician. Can't
making
talk.
money.
Yeah.
But I don't know, when someone says like gold digger now, I'm just like, so you're saying you don't find success attractive.
Right.
Like,
yeah. Listen, you're not going to please people. You are not, and
I'm done trying.
I'm sure Marcus has like an assortment of fans too who can't handle the fact that he's also married. Like, it is a weird parasocial relationship, especially with music. And I found with like podcasting, people hear you in their ear all day and they have a different connection to you.
Right, and that's why I'm like so grateful to even have this platform to come sit with you because it gives people a chance to get to know me because online I feel like if you're just staring at an Instagram post of me with these thirst traps I be posting, like of course you're gonna
honey,
think
if I was that
digger.
thin, you bet your ass it would be so thirst trapping.
Yeah.
I mean it would be insane.
When Marcus and I first started dating, or we first got together, he was like, I don't know if I want a relationship, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
And then my grandfather died, and I was like Googling how many days after death can you
Papa dies.
Can you post a thirst trap?
And what was the answer?
I gave it 10 days.
10 days. I think that's respectful.
I think it was,
What was your grandpa's name?
Big.
Big. Oh, I love that. Because I had a pawpaw. That's very Southern, having Mimi and a pawpaw.
Me mom big.
Me mom big.
Yes.
I love that. Is this Sex in the City reference, or was he just a large man?
He was very tall. We were going to call him Big Daddy, but none of us could get all that out. So
right.
We just, we had to stick to big, but he was
Rest in
the
peace,
shit.
Big.
I know, rest in peace. And
So
sorry about the thirst trap.
You waited exactly 10 days before you posted a thirst trap. And is that what lured Marcus into your life?
He came back in. Yeah. He was like, hey, little bird, been thinking about you. I said, I bet you have. Fucking freshly spray painted in a bikini, sitting on the edge of the bed. Got his ass.
Trapped.
Yeah.
Trapped.
Yeah.
Sat on that face and trapped.
Yes.
As one does.
Yeah. Got to give him that water weight.
Got to give him. Yeah.
Dude.
See, Briley, as soon as I met you, I just find you so refreshing and endearing, and you're so talented. You have an incredible voice. And tell everybody about your business right now.
Okay.
We got the trucker hats.
See, where do we even start with the trucker hats?
Well, I mean, at the root.
Daughter of a long haul trucker. Let's give the praise to the father.
Okay, and what routes was he doing?
He was heading from North Carolina to Jacksonville, Florida, and back every other day, and then a short run to South Carolina on Fridays.
Wow.
So my mom really had to pull a lot of weight in raising us, so that's why I'm, a little kind of kooky.
A little kooky.
Yeah.
Raised by a mama
right.
who you said who's never gotten on a flight?
Oh my God, like barely. She's just now started traveling. She just came to New York for the first time.
Wow.
And was sending me videos of people like dancing on the tables performing, and I'm like, yeah, that's everywhere.
That's everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, like Marie's Crisis, like or like the diner around the corner. What is it, the Starlight Diner? She thinks that it's just people the cast of Wicked just breaks out in song everywhere.
And she's like, oh my God, I've never seen this in my life. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was doing that on the hearth at 3 years old.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Right, this is nothing new.
So Daddy drove trucks.
Yeah.
Now did he?
He still is.
He's still driving the trucks.
Won't retire. He's ADHD, can't be still. He likes to run.
Do you like driving? Do you think it's in your blood? Do you like being on the open road?
I have car anxiety.
Me too.
Bad.
Yeah.
Bad car anxiety. In fact, I'm always in the granny lane. That's the far right lane.
I'm right there with you.
Don't be getting in the left lane. The hammer lane is not for me. And don't be in the middle either, because it's just asking for both ways to slam into you.
I mean, if a tire pops on the left, and I need to be all the way to the right. I'm right there with you. And I'm not a passenger princess. I just don't. I love to do my errands alone in the car, but I don't enjoy a road trip.
No.
And I know that y'all are on a tour bus.
Yes.
When y'all are going out
Bitch,
and doing
I'm
shows.
on the back, in the very back, on the wheel, above the engine.
Ooh.
Just my ass is just roasting back there. Just and bebopping along. My bones are just clapping together, fucking vibrating.
That's
back
the thing
there.
is people don't obviously the biz has glamorous moments, but people don't realize when you're on tour, when you are doing the fucking grind, it is not glamorous.
Right.
I mean, Marcus hasn't been home when? You guys moved homes and he hasn't even seen the home.
No. Yeah. He won't get back until like right before Thanksgiving. He's been gone since the end of August. So
And you just don't realize how badly you want to sleep in your own bed some days.
Right.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword because no matter what you say, people are going to go, oh, you're complaining. You're living the dream. It's like I live my life in Sky Clubs.
Right.
I live off sous-vide egg bites at a fucking Starbucks at the Cleveland airport. That is Postmates. It's disgusting.
Soggy ass chicken tenders. That's my daily diet.
I don't know why someone has not figured out a way to transport French fries or fried goods in general where they don't get steamed.
Yes.
There's got to be. Elon Musk. Not a big fan, but come on. If you can get
Fuck the robots.
Fuck the robots. We need crispy fucking fries.
Seriously. And chicken tenders. And while we're at it, let's let's do the mozzarella cheese sticks too.
I don't fuck with mozzarella cheese sticks because I've choked twice in public.
Oh, my cousin choked on a mozzarella cheese stick at the Pizza Villa.
Yeah, I don't fuck with those because once it's, and then you start to try and pull it out and it's still back in your throat and it's real stringy. I don't mess with those.
Yeah.
I love them. I miss them. Now I can do a fried pickle. I can do some sort of medallion, but anything that's in a long tubular phallic shape, I can't eat it.
See, I'll choke on anything.
Yeah, there you go, girl.
It doesn't.
And that's why she's married to Marcus King right there.
Baby. Yeah.
But so you and Marcus met, and then you already had a musical background.
Yeah.
And so, like last night at the show, kind of.
Yeah.
You just have a beautiful voice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you really do. You have a stunning voice, and y'all sang Delilah together on stage for the encore, and it was. I mean, I had goosebumps. It was unbelievable.
Thank you.
What's it like performing with your husband?
It's interesting because I really want to get up there and start talking.
Yeah.
And I want to talk, hey, I think last night I was like, hey, New York.
You did come out real cute. Hey, New York. How are y'all?
But I really just want to, chit chat while I'm up there. And Marcus is like, please don't talk. Please don't talk. Don't say anything weird. Don't be weird. Just get up there and sing. But I don't enjoy it. I mean, I hate to say I don't enjoy it. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but I do it because he loves it. And
well, you're a natural talent. Why are you not doing a full album yourself?
Exactly, bitch. I don't know. Because I'm slinging these motherfucking hats.
Okay, wait. What's the name of that company?
Little Bird Truckin'.
And Post Malone recently was wearing your hats.
Yeah.
So how did it get in the hands of Post Malone?
That's so crazy. So Lainey Wilson.
Love Lainey.
Yeah, great girl. Marcus and Lainey were writing, and so I just drew her a little card with a camper on it and sent her a couple of hats and just told her the story behind it. And anyway, she was wearing it, I want to say, when they were recording that Christmas special at
Elvis's?
Yes. Graceland. Thank you. Yeah, and he saw it on her and was like, I love that hat. So she hit Marcus and was like, Post wants a hat. And so I sent him a shit ton, and now
he wears it all the time.
All the time.
Little Bird that's all he wears.
Well, he's got like 25 of them now. So like in case anything, well, have you seen the way he's like whipping them things around? I'm like, oh my God.
And then he kind of crunches the lid. It's very crisp.
Very 2000s.
Almost like a beak of a bird. So Little Bird has a strong beak.
Yeah. Very 2000s. The boys in high school were doing that to theirs back then. And it didn't really get hot until he started doing it. You know what I mean?
Honey, I know what you mean. I have a thing for Post Malone.
My mom does too.
There's something about him. It's just the perfect amount of, he smells like cigarettes. He's
Bud Light.
And he's probably burping a little bit while he's on top of you, but there's something just hot about it. He's so talented. And that's the thing. Last night, and I'm not trying to, speak on your marriage, but seeing you and Marcus up there, two talented folk together, I got real horny. I turned to Jeff and I said, we need to get talented together.
Yeah.
We need to start playing in golf tournaments together because seeing y'all in your power. And I told Marcus last night, I said, Marcus, you are so talented, and to see somebody, this is so cheesy, but to step into their talent is the horniest thing.
Right.
When you are living in your purpose.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to sound like Oprah, but I mean, I get hot for it. Wet.
The seat is damp.
The seat is so damp. I'm moist. That's what I am. I'm my favorite word. Moist.
Okay, do we actually hate the word moist, or did someone somewhere tell us we don't like that?
Somebody somewhere told us we don't like it. I like a moist cake.
Yeah, same.
I like a moist, glowy dew. I enjoy being moist.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep it moist.
Keep it moist.
Keep it moist.
You know
for
what
Marcus
I don't like?
King.
Dry.
No.
Never liked it.
Who wants some dried up?
Anything. You don't want dried cake. You don't want dried fruit. I hate dried fruit.
Right.
Anybody who's ever had dried fruit, you eat half an apricot and you go, I'm choking on this thing. Almost worse than a mozzarella stick.
The only thing that is bad moist is a French fry.
Oh, yeah. And then again, Elon, please call
fucking A.
Briley and Heather. We're trying to figure out how to get crispy shit to the tour bus.
Please, dear God.
So when you started the trucker hat company, so Little Bird.
Yeah.
What was the original intention? You were just like selfishly, because you're a bitch. You've got some of the best fashion I've ever seen.
Thank you.
You take risks. You look fucking cool all
Joan
the time.
Rivers would eat me alive.
No, she wouldn't.
She
Joan Rivers would say, you look fucking, show everybody your shoes right now.
Yeah.
She's got shoes with a coin purse on the end. No, you look fucking fantastic.
And they are functional. I always get asked, like, do these work? And I have to check before because I do wear them to there. Can I fucking talk today?
No, it's fine. I'm stroking out. Hungover. Yeah.
And these microphones are so girthy.
They really are.
We haven't talked about that.
Yeah.
We could do some sick ASMR on these.
Can you hear? No, it's okay. It's okay. No,
sorry.
it's
I forgot what I was talking about.
We were talking about, your coin purse shoes.
Yeah. I have to double check these when I go to the airport because, like, sometimes there'll just be a stray joint in there, and I don't know. I'm too young to get
locked up.
Yeah.
Also, I hate to tell you, too pretty. I'm going to tell you right now. Although
imagine that mugshot, though.
You have good street sense. I think you would do well. I also think I would do well.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I'm not setting myself up for that. I'm not trying to speak it into existence. But I'm like, if you're funny, you can.
They'll spare me.
They'll spare you. You keep the block going. You know what I mean? Everybody needs a little entertainment.
Yeah.
You could sing. You know what I mean? You could keep them. I can't
start a talent show.
Start a talent show. Oh my God, a prison talent show.
A prison talent show.
So you grew up with Daddy was driving a truck.
Daddy was driving a truck. Roll on highway. Roll on along.
And what is his? I don't want to, for you to speak for him, but what is his draw to the open road? Being away from
uneducated. Yeah. I don't know. He all but graduated high school, and he just hit the open road. I don't think there was. I don't really know. There was no other career lined up for that man.
Yeah.
And he likes to call himself a transportation engineer.
A transportation engineer. I love that.
When you get around all the fancy people and you got to do all the schmoozing, he's like, I'm a transportation engineer.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And I know we talked about this, but how cute is my dad? Like, he's
adorable.
Such a stud.
I mean, your whole family's adorable.
Yeah. But me especially.
Yeah, especially you.
But my dad's a cutie. Anyway, 4 million miles.
4 million miles?
Yes.
And was he always transporting the same load, the same cargo, or?
Yeah, he pulls twins, so twin trailers. And he never knows what's going to be in there until he gets in.
What's a twin trailer?
So two trailers, instead of one just really long one.
Oh my God! So he's good with the double wide, the big boys.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah!
I actually just designed a. I've been wanting to put a nod to him on a hat, but so for breast cancer this month, did a Holland twins with his twin trailers and the twin peaks on the top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so those will come out tonight, but I don't know when this airs. But
what are the proceeds going to his Love's commissary?
Yeah,
just whatever he gets at Love's.
Yeah, he also loves a Buc-ee's.
Oh, who doesn't love a fucking Buc-ee's?
He loves a Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is the best.
Yeah.
So did you ever do on any trips with him? Go on any rides?
No, you're not allowed. But I tell you what, I had the best career day. In elementary school, you got your parents show up for career day. Yeah. Nobody's bringing a visual,
No one's bringing a transportation engineer.
Yeah. Then, there are a couple people that would bring like a tractor or something, but my dad's bringing a whole ass 18-wheeler to elementary school in the carpool line, and the kids get to get up in there and honk the horn.
You must have been the most popular girl in school.
Baddest bitch around.
Baddest bitch.
And then I'd show up for pet day. Did you ever have to do pet day?
Oh, we always did pet day.
And with a Siamese cat.
Oh, honey, I was a cat
kid
too.
Straight from Atlanta, Georgia. That motherfucker.
We were cat people too, and I remember my mom anytime we got a new cat, because we've had multiple cats, I would have my mom bring the cats to carpool for all my friends to see. And one time, our last cat, her name was Olivia. We thought it was all over, and then we found out it was a girl. She was literally in the back of my mom's Jaguar, like in the window, and I was like, I had all my friends come out, like, look at my cat, and the poor cat had been roasting in the fucking window all day.
What kind of cat did you have?
I had everything. I had a lot of just like rescue cats.
Yeah.
And this is why I get really pissed at the rescue community, because they're pissed that I didn't rescue my dogs. I'm like, let me tell you something, motherfuckers. I've rescued 20 fucking cats. Yes. So it doesn't go both ways.
And they all died.
They lived long lives. I mean, all my cats lived about at least in their 20s. So it's only cool if you rescue a dog.
In their 20s?
Oh yeah. Cats live a long time.
I don't think mine made it that long.
Were they outdoor, indoor kitties?
Outdoor, indoor. Mostly outdoor. But the one I was talking about, the Siamese cat, was an indoor.
Indoor.
But she was a problem child.
Well, a lot of the Siamese usually are. Mm-hmm. And what does she do? Clawed your face off?
Just, tore everything up. Just a little piece of shit would climb the damn Christmas tree all the time. Very frustrating.
But did she go on long haul rides with your dad?
She came to North Carolina on a long haul ride from Atlanta, Georgia. He must have stopped and picked her up. I named that bitch Star.
Star, the Siamese.
The most like porn star ass looking cat.
And so you brought her to pet day at the school?
Pet day on a leash, and it wasn't as cool as pulling my dad's
No.
18-wheeler up.
Dude, my dad did mortgages. Do you know how cool it would have been to pull up in a semi truck, honking the horn?
Right.
Daddy comes out in a trucker hat.
What's he showing up with?
He drove a Lincoln Town Car. Do you know how fucking lame that is?
Yes. That's like driving a boat. Those things are huge.
We called it the land yacht. It was he literally had to do like a 180 turn just trying to take a left. But my dad did have this really badass aluminum briefcase, and we still have it. It's in my office right now in my house. And it looked like James Bond kind of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You thought you'd open it up and it'd either just be cash or a bomb.
Yeah.
My dad would take his little thing and he'd go sell his credit reports.
What would he say about mortgages now?
Well, he got out before he saw the writing on the wall. He sold his company. He had like a mortgage and a technology company, and he got out. Listen. The irony of all of it, when my dad died, I just spent money I didn't have. My credit score went into the tank, and I knew my dad was like lurking over me, being like, "What the fuck? Fix this shit." Yeah. So we're trying to fix it now. You know, we're on the up. We pay mostly cash for everything.
Yeah, that was one thing I was always kind of insane about was my credit score because my parents put the fucking fear of God in me over credit.
But your mom's a financial advisor, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had somebody who knew how to run the ship.
Yeah. Mom is running the finances, and Dad is tearing up the open road. You know. So and
did he wear the headset? Did he smoke cigs? Like, what was his vice on the road?
He's definitely a headset. Yeah. Definitely a headset guy, and the Bluetooth, but the CB radio. Like, there's all these channels that they can talk to each other on. Right. And he, I don't know, just spewing all sorts of shit on that CB radio. And they have the most interesting terms, like. The thing, like, to let somebody know that there's a speed trap coming up, they'll say, like, comb your hair and brush your teeth, boys. Like, get ready, they're taking your picture. Like,
do you say comb your hair and brush your teeth?
And brush your teeth. Yeah, like, get ready because you're about to get got. About to get clocked. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they've got like some wild phrases.
Shit.
Yeah.
But now, so your mom was a financial advisor. You worked at a big corporate job though in a bank.
Yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about it?
Yeah. Yeah, I was in
What was your career before the trucker hats and the singing?
See, I was in litigation for several years and then moved into finance.
My face. The woman was too stunned to speak. Okay.
This bitch had a VPN and the password to WebEx and was running meetings and Teams and all sorts of shit. It's crazy.
How'd you get into that?
I went to school for broadcast media and then I saw the salaries on that.
Not
and
great.
I said, I'm out. So
it's wild hours. You're out in the elements.
A full beat every fucking day.
At 3 a.m.
To read a script, and to get talked to like your dog shit.
Yep.
Let's increase those salaries for those folks.
Listen, I think people at the local news stations need to be...
Seriously.
They're doing the Lord's work. They're working horrible hours. And the way that they're able to pivot from a tragic story to like, they're like, a school bus full of children absolutely died yesterday, but we're doing a chili cook-off in the local park. And you're like, how did you just pivot like that?
Right. Nothing. No emotions.
Dead inside.
One of my best friends was an anchor, is she an anchor, a journalist? And I mean, I'm like, do you go to sleep like that? Like, how in the fuck are you a functioning human being?
No, if you're doing the 5 a.m. hour, you're at work at 3, you're up at 2, you're going to bed at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, I don't know how you have a regular social life. But you did the job for a bank.
Yeah.
And what do you mean when you were in litigation?
So in like corporate litigation and in the technology space. Okay. The company is called LexisNexis. So I was meeting with like all these attorneys and getting their side. It's just a crazy slew of mess, but just getting technology set up for them. Okay. I don't even fucking remember what I was doing. I've like blocked out that experience. Corporate America is not for the weak.
No, I don't.
By the way, my first job, I was a recruiter. Talk about a fucking shitty job.
What were you recruiting for? The NBA?
Not the NBA, fucking tech jobs. So that's how I learned. Like, I would basically have to learn the position of the one that I was trying to fill. Right. And so I was like, well, I'll just go do this instead. But you sit as a recruiter, I made $28,000 with a college degree and had to wear a suit every day, full beat every day, be there at 7 a.m. And if you left before 5, like people's necks were breaking. Like
$28,000.
$28,000 a year. Have to wear high heels every day. Not allowed to like carry a like luxury purse or drive a luxury car because your clients will know how much money you're making off of them. Where's the money?
Where's the money?
Where's the fucking money?
I made $8,000 one year when I worked at Soul Cycle, and the only way I paid my rent is because I had saved up enough money bartending the year before. I worked one summer, and I won $10,000 on a game show, and that's how I paid my rent for a year.
Reverse to you.
I made $8,000 one year.
Soul Cycle?
I worked at Soul Cycle, and I made $8,000. It was a part-time job, but I was working pretty much full-time.
Yeah.
I made $8,000, and I literally won $10,000 on a game show, and that's how I paid my rent. So in all, it was about $18,000. Yep.
What year was this?
This year was right before my dad died, 2014. And that's why every Christmas, that's what he would give me my Christmas bonus. All I asked for Christmas was
money.
Was money.
Same.
He'd give me like a couple $1,000s, and that would coast me to like March.
Same. Oh my God. That was like my Christmas bonus.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yes.
But I love that you worked in the corporate world beforehand.
Yeah, it was a beast. But
and then when did you pivot? When did you have the balls just to like quit and go on and get artsy fartsy?
When Marcus came into my life.
Okay.
I mean
So maybe you are a gold digger.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm kidding.
No, I mean maybe. No, that shit will have me like looking back. I'm like, well, I did fuck that guy. He had a lot of money. But like this guy, that guy changed tires. No,
yeah.
I mean like, I've dated around, but
listen,
I had to. There's no way I could work that job the way that Marcus travels.
See,
like,
this is the thing
way.
too. People give Jeff shit too, and I'm like, you don't understand. In order for us to be together, like I am on tour. Jeff needs to have the flexibility. He always worked for himself. He had his own company up here in New York, and then when we left New York, he was like, "Well, I got to pivot because I can't go on the road with you or do this other shit."
Right.
Like people don't understand this kind of lifestyle.
Right, and you want to be together, like
Yeah.
especially. I know you're a newlywed like I am, and like. We got to be together.
I would like to see you.
Yeah.
Now, is he currently playing golf right now while Mama's in the city? Yeah, he went up to Westchester to play golf. And I casually remind him every day. I'm like, oh, you're going to play another round of golf.
Right.
But what people don't see is he runs all the finances. He runs the business.
Right.
He does all of our real estate. Like, he's running the fucking show. You are Jeff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're running the shit.
Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to fucking do it. Also, the whole idea, this is so interesting. You get called a gold digger, and I'm the breadwinner. And either way, we're going to get fucking shit for it.
Right.
And it's some absolute fucking bullshit.
Dog shit.
Some
dog shit.
And also, you're not a gold digger. You've got your hat company.
Right.
We got Posty in the damn hats.
Period.
You're making
Give me
content.
some credit. And I will say, I do get a lot of credit.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of really cool people that are really kind to me.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm going to ride that gold digger train till it don't work no more,
Have you made trucker hats that say gold digger?
Not yet. I didn't know if it was going to be too much. I want to find a way to spin it like the Gold Digger Carrot Club or something like that.
Yeah. I'll wear it. I'm surprised I didn't get a little breadwinner merch today. You know what I mean?
Seriously,
I mean, come on.
fucked up.
You fucked up.
The breadwinner and the chicken dinner.
You were on mushrooms last night, though. So
apparently, was I roofied? What happened?
I really think the Cabernet was thick because
I
I
didn't
didn't
remember
sleep
talking
well.
to Jeff.
You don't remember talking to Jeff?
Not at all.
Okay, well, he said you were lovely. You didn't do anything out of, like, you acted normal.
Yeah,
Now,
until I was asleep on the bathroom floor.
It happens.
It does.
What's the worst part about being on a tour bus?
Not being able to shit.
I was going to say, where do you shit? At
we
the
gotta
Buc-ee's?
pull over. Yeah, and then you got to tell everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Got to drop a load. We got to stop. And then when you get like a stomach virus on the road or you eat something bad, it's tough. A lot of stopping.
So there is it's an absolute zero. We are not due to it on the bus, even if it's an emergency.
Don't you remember like when Dave Matthews Band like dumped all their dookie off their tour bus?
Oh my God. Where did it land? Was it in the river?
On a tour ferry.
No, going down the Chicago River?
Yes.
Could you imagine? There's some super fan there that was like, I was just shit on by DMB.
Yes.
That'd be Christina. Christina would love to get shit on.
I remember.
If Dave Matthews called her tomorrow and was like, hey, can I take a dump on your chest? Tina would be like, absolutely.
I'm in a really big DMB phase right now. I'm like back on that Ants Marching.
Oh, we are too.
I've been listening, especially to gear up for this because I really wanted to just click back into my college sorority days and my.
Oh yeah, what sorority were you?
Nothing good. I was a Tri Sigma, but we were the Barbie chapter at my university. ECU.
But Tri-Cigs are strong in North Carolina. I know it's the big one at like Elon. Like everybody in North Carolina is a Tri-Cig. We didn't have it down in the Mississippis. We didn't.
In the Mississippi.
We did not have that.
And you were a DG.
I was a Delta Gamma, which I don't know. Yeah, anchor up, sister. They could have been. So I go to some other chapters. I say, girls, we got to get it together.
Yeah, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
And did y'all have those songs? Like I know you have your like, the ones that you do in public, but did y'all have the ones that you do
in the chapters? Oh yeah, we had the secret songs
at nighttime when you're drinking,
in the quiet, when you're drinking, and the couple candles are lit, and you're in the chapter room. Yeah, we had our songs. What could you share any of the Tri-Cig songs?
So what are the ones like, not the ones from like your chapter meetings, but the ones that are like rat shit, bat shit, dirty old twat, 69 douchebag time in a knot. We're the best sorority and all the others suck. Sigma, 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 rah, rah, fuck.
There you go. Period.
That was one. You didn't have any like that?
Y'all
were clean girls?
No. We were not clean girls. Well, here's the thing. We had two names. It was either Dick Grabbers or Delta Grandmas. Because we had the good girls who were like the cheerleaders that were buttoned up. We had like Miss Ole Miss. We always had that. And then there was a party girls like me.
Right.
Oh no, we had all sorts of shit.
That's how Tri Sigma was. It was just like a mixed bag of fun girls. They were like the responsible ones. Like my roommate was like, I think she won the superlative that most likely to cure cancer and went off to be a porn star.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We had one too. We had a gal in my sorority who was one of the first gals to get kicked out of Ole Miss under the 3-strike policy. Oh. And I had to go in front of the board and speak on her behalf, trying to like get her to stay in the school.
Yeah.
And they immediately kicked her out. And then I found out later, like 30 years later, she was doing sexual things at bachelor parties in Gulfport.
Well, good for her.
In Biloxi.
Get your bag.
Get your bag. And you know what? Do your thing. And actually, she had a bad report on the Better Business Bureau of New Orleans. And one of my sorority sisters sent it to me, and she's like, she's not getting good reviews.
Oh, no.
You got to get your numbers up.
God, you got to start shooting heroin or something. Get that zing back in you.
Honey, you got to, if you're going to do the sex, you at least have a 5 stars.
Right. Shit.
I never judge anybody for anything that they do. I'm like, get your coin, get your bag. As long as you're not hurting anybody else, I don't give a shit.
Right. If it's sex, it's sex. I mean, like, I got to bend over every day, and I'm not getting paid to do it.
Thank you.
Right?
I got to bend over every day, and I'm actually actively giving cash to Jeff. Like, what is happening?
He's taking your money.
He's taking my money while taking my virginity.
He's got you bent over, and he is just transferring money out of your account while banging you from behind.
It's unbelievable.
God, what a gold digging ass motherfucker. What a piece of shit. And
Jeff, we love you. We love you, honey.
We do.
We do love you. It was funny, though. I toured the material for a year, and Jeff was like, you can go harder. And then when he finally saw it like on Hulu and it just says breadwinner, he's like, my asshole clenched just a little bit because people don't know. That's why we can joke about this shit.
Right.
But people are always going to make an assumption.
Right.
Like, it's unbelievable. Like, even in comedy, they're all fucking jokes. I'm sharing parts of my life, but man, when people don't get it, they don't fucking get it.
Right.
And I told you this when we were at dinner in Nashville a couple weeks ago. I said, Briley, don't read the shit. People are psychotic. I've never understood anybody who took time out of their day to send somebody a nasty message.
Right. And that was the best advice you've given me.
Because people are it's like, get the fuck over it.
Right.
Get a hobby. Go for a walk.
Right. Leave me the fuck alone.
Leave me the fuck alone. I'm making my trucker hats. I'm singing my songs. I'm taking shits at the Buc-ee's.
I'm barely taking shits after that dinner we had.
Okay, what happened? I don't want you to, really put your whole life out on the line.
I don't give a fuck.
But what did they medically say happened to you after we went? We got a little food poisoning in Nashville.
Something happened. Did you hear about this?
No.
Did you get sick, Tina?
But it wasn't as good as not to name them.
Yeah, we will not name the establishment.
Not naming the establishment, but
we all had a bad cut of beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently. It was very good the other time I've been there, and then not so
I know where to take y'all now. Okay. We're going to Jeff Ruby's next time.
Oh, I love it, Jeff Ruby's.
Rolling out the Louis Vuitton purse.
I did.
On my stories. Yeah.
It was a cake. It was a Louis Vuitton cake.
Yeah. Yeah. It matched my pocketbook. It was insane.
And you know what? That's what I like. I like when I go someplace. They've done it. The hostess has done enough research that she knows what my pocketbook looks like, and you're slicing into a little Prada. That's what I like.
And you're not putting me in the back of the damn restaurant where it's dead silent. So when I break out and start singing Uncle Cracker, everyone is breaking their neck.
I already knew that the service at this place was going to be bad because we had to walk too far.
Yes.
We walked 10 minutes and then we were in the back and I thought things were looking up because our server's name was Heather and I said, great.
Yeah.
She looks a little red hard. She crushed it. That was not on her. But the staff that was cooking in the back, they gave us the rough cut of meat.
They gave me the constipation special.
But you were also sick and stopped up at the same time.
Something. Yes. Okay. I mean, it's graphic.
It's graphic. It's okay. You don't have to get into it if you don't want to. Yeah. Do your thing.
It was graphic.
It was graphic.
God, it was bad, Heather. It was like 6 hours.
Yeah, nothing.
I wasn't going to make it to your show.
But I knew something was up because you just opened the back door at Zany's and you said, hey, y'all have a great show, and shut the door and kept walking. I was like, Riley's not coming in to have a cocktail to chill or anything.
No, I did see that ice luge. Is it luge or lube?
Luge.
God.
Yeah. Ice sculpture.
Rain is not firing today. Could you not take shots off that thing?
You could, but that's the funny thing. They sent me this gorgeous, shout out to the Southern Wives Club. They sent me this beautiful ice sculpture. And this is what's so funny about having female fans as opposed to like the other male comics that come in that have like bros leaving like drugs.
Right.
My audience is like, we sent you a ice sculpture of cowboy boots and then sent over like all this phenomenal alcohol. But I can't drink before the shows. Like the late show, I had like a Mick Ultra, but I'm like, I'm working, you know? But then afterwards we tore it up. And then I had acid reflux for 4 days, you know? But there's nothing better.
No.
Have you guys ever gotten like what's the craziest fan mail you've ever gotten?
Yeah, drugs. I mean,
drugs.
We did get
love the drugs.
I mean, you saw it last night. Yeah. Somebody just handed me some mushrooms. I'm like, all right, sick.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we were at a festival and I got invited into this van. And they
this is not a good start to a story. You got invited into a van at a festival
and got pick of the litter of like all of the drugs you could ever want. And to be clear, I didn't do drugs like growing up. I really didn't do drugs until like tried mushrooms.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, like I don't do hard drugs, and my friends are like, mushrooms is kind of...
No, a mushroom's not a hard drug. Here's the thing. People who still do cocaine, I go, what are we doing?
Yeah, I can't.
No. I can't do the uppers. I have anxiety. I can barely handle a cold brew coffee.
I can barely handle an Adderall.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, that's hardcore. I was playing in this like celebrity golf tournament in April, and one of the guys that was a part of this group, he was a much older guy and he kept trying to, like, we were all in our 30s. This guy was in his 40s. He kept being like, yeah, man, I did so much coke this weekend in the Hollywood Hills. Yeah. And I finally turned to him and I said, if you think that you're impressing us, we don't give a fuck that you did cocaine this weekend.
Right.
No one does coke anymore.
You almost died, probably.
You almost died. Like, you're still balding. Like, I don't want to fucking hear it.
Right.
But there's nothing better than a little microdose.
Just a baby microdose and 2 Proseccos at a wedding.
Perfect. Hit of a joint and 2 Prosecco's?
Yes.
Honey.
I'm living my best life.
I am doing the cha-cha slide and not giving a damn.
I need more people to invite me to their weddings because first of all, weddings are being blown out the fucking wazoo.
Yeah.
But I just want to go to a good old school one that's got the DJ so I can do the cha-cha slide, so I can do
the stanky
Copperhead Road.
Yes, I feel you.
I need to get back to my roots.
I feel you, honey.
And that would be escorted with Prosecco and a microdose.
That's all I ever want. I want one martini and a little gummy. I don't need to go and drink all night. And then
I did last night.
But that's okay. But you were also, there was a lot going on.
I was very excited.
There was a lot going on, and that's okay. Because that's my thing. I'm all or nothing. Like, I feel like I never get to really relax and let loose because I always like, okay, I got to get up at fucking 7 a.m. and do this shit. Like, there's pressure. The pressure is on. So when I do get to let loose, but it's like I'm going to have 7 margaritas. I'm letting loose. And then I'm shitting blood. That's where I go. Briley, here on the Absolutely Not podcast, we have fans, friends, foes call in on our hotline. And as always, you can call in 800-213-7503. People ask for advice. They just want to tell us their Absolutely Nots. Are you cool doing some voicemails with us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to get into it.
Hi, Heather. It's Lori from Texas. Absolutely not to my boyfriend calling me chunky. Let me give you some context. I'm doing the 5-day Prolon system where I'm fasting for the most part. And it was Friday night, date night. And this was no exception. So we're sitting at dinner, and I feel pressured to order something. So I order a shrimp cocktail, thinking this is the lesser of some evils at this Mexican food place. Right? And we're sitting there, and I'm already feeling guilty because I shouldn't have ordered it because I'm not supposed to eat anything but what's in the diet. When he says, I knew my chunky baby needed to eat something.
baby.
Chunky baby.
Chunky baby.
Chunky baby.
Lauren, I love Lauren from Texas.
I love Lauren from Texas. Now, here's the thing. If you have not done the Prolon fast, it is wild. I'll tell you right now. So it's 5 days. You do the broth. They give you a couple little olives. The whole point is it's like an intermittent fasting, but it's a level of fasting where I've done it. It's actually wild. Day 3, you get a zip of energy like you have done lines of crystal meth.
Really?
And I do believe that if you want to like really cure some health shit, fasting is good. But then on day 4, you're back to like the full shakes in the corner.
You're in a bad fucking mood.
And yes, and that was the thing. By day 5, my husband said, if you don't fucking eat a full meal, I will leave this house. I will leave your ass. Like, you were being such a crazy cunt. And I was like, fair enough.
Yeah.
If Jeff would have called me chunky baby during the Prolon fast, you're not well. Lauren, he loves you. He's being endearing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to really throw him under the bus because when Jeff calls me chunky baby, it's a term of endearment.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
He calls me juicy baby. We call our dog juicy baby. He just recently started calling me moo dang. You know, like the hippo. Because he says, when I sleep, I always look like moo dang. In the morning, I'm like, you know, moo dang always has her little mouth open. And yeah, she's just struggling. She's running around. She's slipping and sliding. So Jeff started calling me moo dang. It's a term of endearment. But Lauren, you're on a cleanse right now.
He should have known better.
He should have known better.
He should have known better.
Time and place.
If she was being chunky baby, she would have gotten the calamari, not the shrimp cocktail.
Not the shrimp cocktail. Lean.
Right.
I went on a crazy crash diet one time when I was working at the Soul Cycles, and I went to Costco and I bought the full shrimp cocktail, like the party platter, and I lived off because it's just high protein. But you don't realize shrimp has a ton of cholesterol in it.
Yeah.
So I had shrimp in my purse for like 5 days, and that's all I lived off of. I've done every yo-yo diet. I literally did a Costco shrimp cocktail diet, and then had mercury
I
poisoning.
had to do that.
Yeah, be glad that you're thin, bitch.
I know.
Be real glad.
I am.
And not that it's all about being thin, but when you are a chunky baby and you're trying to get into your jeans, there is nothing that more soul sucking than lightly sucking on a shrimp cocktail.
God, but let's back to the shrimp cocktail. Are they not getting a little girthy like these microphones?
Can I tell you, that place that we went
to. They were big.
Those we should have known. The shrimp came out radioactive.
Yes. Those things had been pumped
up.
Some kind of pesticides or whatever.
It was a steroid.
Yes.
Those were juicy, chunky baby shrimps. Yeah, when the shrimp comes out and it's the size of a coffee mug, you know what? I don't need to eat that shrimp.
Right. I mean, they were full-blown touching on either side of the coop.
They were
so big.
I didn't like that.
I don't like that either.
Here's the thing. Yes, absolutely not to that moment. It's called read a room. I would have turned to him and said, read the fucking room, Rick.
Yeah.
Read the fucking room.
Did she give his name?
No, I always, when in doubt, it's a Rick.
We'll reach out.
It's a fucking Rick.
Set his ass straight.
You know, absolutely not. I think to us putting this pressure on ourselves under these cleanses, you know, some people say that they feel better. Some people say you can cure disease after fasting, but you should have just skipped date night. The cleanse was 5 fucking days. And I don't mean to turn it on you, but you should have known. You couldn't have handled being at a fucking restaurant.
No.
Because even if I'm not going to eat food, I'm going to want to drink. I'm going to want a dirty martini. And you can't have olives on Prolon. So what you should have done is had one dirty martini, eaten the olives, and she would have been good.
She wouldn't have been a chunky baby.
No, she would have been a fucked up baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the floor baby.
Mm-hmm.
What's the worst thing Marcus has ever said? Like, do you guys have any like pet nicknames that you're actually like, it starts to grate on you?
No, he's he's a fucking
sweet.
Angel.
No, he really is sweet.
It's me. I'm the one that's like
bullying him back.
Yeah, I'm like, you piece of shit.
I know. Jeff is so funny. Like, I have the thickest skin, and he does too. But then there'll be, some days it's like sensitive Sally. And I'm like, you can't just all of a sudden on a Tuesday after you've been calling me moo dang all day get sensitive. How the fuck does that work?
But I will say the one word that's off limits is bitch. I cannot stand for him.
Yeah.
Like, if I just can't stand it because I am a bitch and I know I'm being a bitch. But don't call me one. Don't call me. Or you can call me a cunt. I'd rather be called a cunt.
You call me a cunt all day long.
Yeah.
Because then I'm like, at least I got a little zest. You know what I mean? At least I'm laying down the law.
Yeah.
Jeff said one day in the car, he was like, God, why are you being such a bitch right now? And I got out of the car on the side of the road and I walked down Peachtree Street, and he had never, because I'm good until I'm not, and I will get out of a moving vehicle. Yeah. I will stand in the middle
show you a bitch.
of Atlanta traffic and be like, hit me with the car.
Yeah. Here's your bitch. Here's your fucking female dog.
He literally had never been so scared in his life.
Yeah, they should be.
They should be.
Yeah.
Profusely apologized. Like, I'm sorry, you were just being a bitch. I was like, I was being a bitch.
Yeah.
But you know
you
what?
can't call me that.
Can't call me that.
Yeah. Marcus, the only other time he's fucked up was he was trying to call me baby girl, and it switched to baby gorilla. But I liked it. I was like, that's kind of cute.
They're cute. They're very cute.
Yeah,
baby gorilla.
Until they grow up and kill you.
Yeah, then maul your face off.
Yeah.
Rip your skin off the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why are we getting in the zoo exhibits?
You know, that's a really great question. There's a lot of people trying to crawl in cages and be one with the animals.
Right.
It never made sense to me.
No.
What was the year, Tina? Where did that happen? I think it was somewhere in Ohio where the baby fell into the gorilla.
That kid.
Was it what was the gorilla's name? Like
Gorilla killed after trial falls into zoo.
What was his?
Harambe?
Harambe.
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 What's her name?
Harambe. And she was a girl, right?
3-year-old. Oh, well, the gorilla was a male.
Oh, right.
It was a 3-year-old boy who climbed through the barrier at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Okay, I remember that.
What's he
and
doing
they had
now?
to put the gorilla down.
They shot it, didn't they?
Illinois Zoo, sorry.
Illinois Zoo.
It was a similar accident that happened in Cincinnati.
And it was a baby. And I think it was a female gorilla that grabbed the baby and was actually trying to protect the baby, but they
It'd be a little too rough.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, had the baby. We don't talk about this enough.
We don't.
Okay, first of all,
Where was Mama?
where were 2 times? So not only did a 3-year-old fall in, then a baby. Are we dangling our children
Right,
over the
yeah.
enclosures? What are we doing?
What?
The dad was
course.
watching the kids.
Of course, it was
The
a
dad was-
fucking man.
The dad was watching the kids. He was checking the fucking sports channels on his fucking phone.
Or staring at the zookeeper a little too hard. You know, the little cute little girl feeding the gorillas.
Feeding the gorillas, and there you go.
There goes the baby.
The fact that not only 1 but 2 times that has happened,
Right.
where there has been a loose child in a gorilla enclosure, is we need to get together as a society and figure out what the fuck are we
need to
doing
rally
wrong.
around these gorillas and save these motherfuckers because we've got kids on the loose. And that's why I'm living that dink life, that dual income, no kids.
Yeah, there you go.
And there will be. I know you and I are on the similar train there.
We're on the similar train, and I want kids, but again, I want like a 10-year-old who can go rollerblading
Right.
with me. I
Get-
can't. The
open
baby
a bottle
thing.
of Prosecco for me.
I really, my dear friend Jackie Schimmel was giving me shit the other day, and she was like, God, you're always fucking working. You're working. And I said, I realized, like, as she and I were talking, I said, I think I'm so anxious about becoming a mother.
Yeah.
Because I'm selfishly trying to do all this shit that I always dreamed about doing, that I keep just adding things to my plate to keep
Put it off.
But I really want to be a mom, and I know to be a great mom. But in my mind, I'm like, if I don't get to check off the boxes that I want to check off, like,
Right.
I've come this far, like, let me fucking do it.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
I know I don't want to resent I wouldn't resent my kids, but I don't want them to resent me because mommy's not around.
Right, mommy's working all the time.
Let me just get a couple more years.
Right.
Let me just check out the thing.
Well,
and then I can be
right.
home and I'll be in the Turks and Caicos and you will have a
Exactly.
fabulous childhood.
I will drive you to school on the golf cart
Yeah.
and drop your bitch ass off. I'm in the same boat with you. I'm just enjoying that.
We're also, listen,
We're
we got time.
children.
We're children.
I'm a baby. A baby can't have a baby.
I know. We're actually both 47 years old. All right, let's get to another voicemail.
Yeah, another voicemail.
These are great. There have been a lot of animals.
Hey, Heather. It's your girl, Laura, calling from Virginia Beach. I am calling with an absolutely not to going on a first date with a guy from Hinge and having his ex, who's been stalking him, crash the date. To make matters more interesting, I did not know this was his ex. He just let her sit at our table with another guy she brought along with her, and I thought she was just a friend. So I was shooting the shit with her. We were laughing. We exchanged numbers. I told her I would go to a HIT class with her.
Not
All
a hit.
things. We hung out for about 30 minutes. Then she dropped a bomb that they used to date and hook up, and I felt like she was trying to claim her territory. So after she left, I, of course, questioned him on this and said, so, you and blank, I won't say her name, seem to have some history. What's going on there? He ends up telling me that she's been stalking him and showing up everywhere he goes about 30 minutes after he arrives places. However, he's in denial that she somehow is tracking him, somehow has, I don't know, do you have a tracker on his car? Did you put on share my location without him knowing? Who freaking knows? All I have to say is dating at 36, restarting at 36, I should say, definitely interesting. But I would love to go out with your mom sometime
Robin,
and have a glass of wine and, try to pick up men the old-fashioned way. So, anyways, love and
Gotta do
light.
it the old-fashioned way. Where do we start?
First of all, the HIIT workout. You know what, Riley? You and I met.
This bitch ain't never seen a HIIT workout class in her life.
First of all, it's not good for your cortisol. Okay, my cortisol's through the roof. I got to do
mine's
low
fucked.
impact.
Mine's fucked.
And I just want you to know, when we exchanged numbers, at no point was I like, dude, Riley, you want to do a HIIT workout? Like that.
Never.
That made us both audibly gasp.
Yeah.
Second of all, she absolutely has a tracker, an air tag.
He's breadcrumbing her ass. You got to think about how shisty these shitty men are.
They are shitty.
He's probably breadcrumbing her ass, and she's in turn gone crazy and is stalking him. Because when we act crazy, it's because these men, they make us act that way. We were forced into this craziness.
We really were. Now, I'd say out of every million women, there is one that is actually certifiably that is
Anthony.
her. Casey Anthony.
Who just moved to Nashville, by the way.
Wait, Casey Anthony moved to Nashville?
Yeah.
What's the
outside.
next door app saying about it?
Everyone's pissed. You know they are. They're so pissed. And where our house is out on the lake, she is in that area.
Okay.
And so I'm getting those notifications, and the gossip is hot. It is hot.
Man,
steaming.
To see Casey Anthony in person would be a wild
Very,
feeling.
very crazy experience.
Okay,
Haven't seen her yet. Sorry,
but 1 in a million is a Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. These guys, they really put us in a fucking pretzel twist mentally, emotionally, physically.
How long ago did they break up? Were they dating? Because it kind of sounds like they were just hooking up a little bit. So he might have been dragging her along.
But my thing is, why would she show up with another guy?
Right.
I think this gal's leaning Casey Anthony. I think it's weird.
Power
and then
move.
it's a power move. She came in, she said, I want to do the HIIT workouts. So she's going to try and get her tired. She's going to take her to a Barry's boot camp, get her while
Drag her ass into the car.
Drag her ass into the car.
Say, let's go get frozen yogurt after
and
this.
then murder her.
Beat her ass.
Beat her ass.
Yep.
Yeah, I think, and then the fact that she said, oh yeah, we used to hook up. You know what? Do you know how many people I've hooked up with
Right.
that I will never claim
No.
that I hooked up with?
Yes.
Cute or not. I
Right.
didn't. I was a virgin when I got married. What are you
Period.
talking about?
Exactly.
Period. Hard stop.
Wait, so in what setting are we sitting at, like we're sharing a dinner table on a first date?
Exactly.
Why is she she just came and plopped her ass at the table with you?
You know what? I don't enjoy communal tables at restaurants.
No,
No.
like beer halls and stuff like that. Get me out and get me over to a steakhouse.
Yeah,
Get me
I
to a
want to
steakhouse.
be in the back.
Yes.
With a woman named Heather waiting on me.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, and so this girl's gonna fucking murder her.
She's gonna murder her
And
him.
I wouldn't go on another date.
I would not go on another date.
Absolutely
think,
not.
Here's the thing: if you like the guy, you have to say. Period. Like you got to tell her this is not happening. He is playing too coy about it, is what I believe. So he's probably loving the attention of two women grappling for him, which is again the breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbing her, which made her crazy. And then he's just going to turn around and do it to you. He's at 36, and we're doing that kind of shit. I'm out.
No,
Absolutely not.
absolutely not. What would you say is the craziest thing you ever did to an ex? Was it taking her straps 10 days after Big's funeral?
Well, that was tough. That one was tough. I mean, my crazy goes way back, way back. I never did anything too crazy.
Allegedly.
Well, like, I had a boyfriend one time. We broke up, and he was like, I want all my stuff back. And so I just listed it all on eBay and sent him the links. And I was like, you're going to have to start bidding. It starts at 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to bid on your shit if you want that
Smart.
back. Right? Like,
Yeah,
how you gonna
make
give
him
me
pay.
a gift and then want it back? No, you can fight with the rest of the crowd for the shit.
My biggest
I've done
crazy
some
shit is,
crazier.
I mean, listen, if you were in college and you didn't do drive-bys, you know what I mean?
All
I was
the
doing the drive-bys.
time.
Oh my God, I would pile the girls in the Jetta and we would skeet around town.
And did you, you had a Jetta. So you had
Yeah.
the good, where you can take the driver's seat and throw it all the way back.
I can-
See, like now you can't go, You got to go faster. If they
No,
come
you could
outside, you just
pull-
pop that thing backward.
You were catapulted into the fucking trunk.
Yes, I had a Volkswagen Beetle, so
The best. Well, let's talk about your Beetle. Did you have the green Beetle bug with the
had
sunflower?
I had the navy blue.
Oh, wow.
A navy blue, and it was supposed to be $9,000, but the car salesman was dyslexic, so I got it for $6,000. Yeah,
Is this in North Carolina?
this was in North Carolina, down at the beach, and
Wow.
I drove that thing home. I had a little nice little sunflower. In, You know, they all have vases in there. How many times do people get in your car and be like, "It smells like crayons in here"?
Yeah. You're
That's
like,
the Volkswagen.
That's the Volkswagen.
That's just how it goes.
It just smells like Germany and crayons. What do you
Yeah.
want from me?
Germany and crayons, and those motherfuckers are pieces of shit. By the way.
Oh, I love my Volkswagen.
God,
no,
my
I would
Beetle-
get 100 more.
My Beetle was like Legos. Like I would park in a parking spot and go to leave the TJ Maxx, and my bumper would be left on the concrete thing, the stopper in the parking spot.
Yeah.
Would just rip my whole bumper off. Like
I got to be honest with you. I remember when the Beatles came out. I mean, if you were a cool girl, you were trying to get the Beetle.
Yeah.
I mean, that Beetle back in the early 2000s was the fucking jam.
it just made me smile knowing that people were punching each other when I'm driving by.
Amen.
You know, like
And yes, you know what? That's how you know that you got a little trucker in you.
Yeah.
Because your daddy liked to honk that horn and you did a little punch buggy.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Look at how full circle that is.
ain't that crazy?
I love that.
We're just tearing up the road, both of us.
Just on the open road.
On the open
Briley, you're so amazing and so funny
love
and so
you.
talented. And I want everybody to go get your trucker hats. I've got them on right now.
Slay.
What at Little Bird? Where can they find the trucker hats?
LittleBirdTrucking.com.
LittleBirdTrucking.com.
Mm-hmm.
And where can everybody find you next?
Where am I going to be next?
Or just
Probably crying over some chicken Caesar salad and French fries, but I don't know. Marcus is heading to Spain and Europe, but I got to run this damn trucker hat business and dig that gold, honey. So you can
dig
find me on
that
social
gold.
media.
Yeah, where can everybody find you on social
The
media?
real Briley King on the Insta and Kids Meal Supreme on TikTok. I
That's
named my handle after my order from Bojangles,
Oh, as one should.
as they should.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I love you. Everybody go
I love
follow
you.
Briley on all the socials. And
See you on the cruise.
See you on the cruise. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Briley's coming on the cruise and we're going to be
Shaking our titties.
shaking our titties.
Shaking our chicken
why don't you bring
cutlets.
the trucker hats?
I
Sell it
am.
on the
Let's
cruise.
do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We
I'm
love
gonna set up right next to Show Me Your Moo Moo.
Hell yeah.
And I will show you my moo moo, you know?
Listen, honey, my moo-moo's been out this entire time.
I have noticed that.
Yeah, it's just out. It's just the moo-moo's always out. Ladies and gentlemen, follow Briley King. Follow Marcus King as well. His music's incredible. But I love talking to just funny, fabulous bitches. You know how we run this show.
Period.
As always,
Don't
you can
call me
in-
a bitch.
No, sorry. I love talking to dumb cunts. As always, you can call into the hotline 800-213-7503. I love you. I mean it. I'll see you on the next episode of the Absolutely Not podcast. Ciao, Bella. Arrivederci.